everyone, and welcome to probably the most anticipated video of the year. A quick reminder, earlier this year in June, Anton and I had quite a bonding experience, I would say, where we had, without over-exaggerating, near deadly crash on the Nürburgring, where I was driving his BMW M4, and therefore I always say the driver is always responsible. And since I made this whoopsie, you can say, I said, listen, I want to rectify the mistake so I can either build you a new car, I can give you the cash value of the car, or we can build something else. To which you said, I want to fulfill my dream and I want to have a big white van on Polish plates so I can do sketchy business. We are. Jokes aside, inside we have a van full of parts to build the new BMW M4, and we also have a new chassis, and actually we're going to unveil another project car of ours. This is, sorry not sorry Gio, or was an Audi RS Q3, and as you can see on this car and the BMW M4, hundreds of cars all over the world get crashed every single day, not only on the Nürburgring, and sometimes being repaired without mentioning the damage. And then when you end up buying it, you might end up with a lemon. And this is why it is important to run a car vertical check to reveal all the hidden history. So in the case of this Audi RS Q3, it says that the purpose was okay, odometer was good, which is for us very important, legal status is okay, but the damage needs some attention. It shows that the vehicle was damaged, and actually vehicle was severely damaged on the left side, the rear, the front, and other. Yep, that seems like correct. More importantly, it also shows that estimated repair costs are between 15 to 20,000 euros. Now, luckily, that doesn't apply to us, because our only intention is to take the engine and transmission out of this car and use for our Opel Speedster project. And therefore it was actually quite convenient to find out that the mileage of 154,000 kilometers is exactly to what we have seen when we were buying the car. The only thing you need for your car vertical check is the VIN and the reg plate of the car of your interest. And as a little bonus, Car Vertical is giving you 20% off if you apply code Misha on your next report. Thank you, Car Vertical, for sponsoring this video, because as you're about to find out, it's a very expensive one. So back to the van and the man with a plan, actually, in this case. As mentioned, we are going to rebuild the car. Before we're going to go over some of those parts, let's talk a bit about some additional costs that we have managed to collect on our airline of, it was quite a flight of the trip. So, because people want to talk about how much does it cost to crash on the Nürburgring. When it comes to the recovery, we paid 598 euros and 57 cents. Now, usually if you have a crash on the Nürburgring before, you might know that the cost is roughly 300 euros. In this case, it is indeed 290, but we got charged additional charge for an extra person to help to recover the car, and additional 50% because it was on a Saturday. So, if you decide to crash on the Nürburgring, do not crash on a Saturday or Sunday. You might be paying extra because you need to pay for other people's wages. That's where it is. Regarding the barrier, that made for me the most expensive barrier damage so far ever. It was 10,289 euros. We clipped two barriers. Three barriers, but very impressively. I cannot show you pictures because of the media license, unfortunately, but basically almost straight through, bounced off it, bounce on once, and then bounce again on the other side. So yeah, three barriers was quite impressive. 10 grand, of which actually your insurance has paid 70%, because 30% is your own risk. So sometimes your car might be insured to drive on the Nürburgring, Nordschleife, and you might get paid out. Only the barriers were paid out because public session Nürburgring is being considered public road, so barrier was okay. But driving your car too fast on the road is not okay, therefore, yeah, we need to cover it ourselves. Finally, I had to pay roughly 1,000 euro, I need to find the bill, to the local government of Adenau for sending the fire department and cleaning up the mess that we made. So that was additional €1,000. So overall, the crash itself, without counting the car and the potentially medical bills that were covered by the insurance, by the way, could have been a lot more, but other than that, it was about €12,000 in total. Since I mentioned the fire department, let's speak about another partner that we have, DF Lapo. How do I pronounce this? Because you're Italian. Antincendio. Yes. When we had the crash, the car caught fire on 3 different spots. I think 2 in the front and 1 in the rear.
Yes.
Therefore, for the rebuild, we're going to have a full fire suppression system. So if we're going to go out again, we're going to need it. We're going to use it and not wait for the fire department to pay €1,000. Guess what? The price of this system is also about 11 or maybe €1,300. I need to double check. Almost as expensive as getting a fire department involved when you crash. So this is actually much cheaper for you to do so. We have lots and lots of parts, literally enough to rebuild a complete car here. You can insert all the B-roll and see how much it is. It's really way too much. Insert B-roll of all, literally everything is in there, almost everything. We're missing a couple of important things.
Yeah.
Going backwards, because what can we reuse from the old car? Engine, gearbox.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Now, before you're gonna say like, oh, but the engine is going to explode, or it was upside down in the air for 0.75 seconds, so probably it has oil starvation. Worry not. The engine is disassembled, so the bearings will be replaced. It will be definitely good. Gearbox also double checked, it will be good. The differential, unfortunately, did not survive. So that has been bought new, and it's now being upgraded by KMP together with 24/7 performance. And a couple of other more parts that we're waiting for.
Suspension mods, basically.
Suspension mods, etc. That's for next video. But now the main question is, where's the chassis? Isn't she wonderful? Right now we're filming slightly more in the future, that's why Anton is not with me. He's already in Poland unpacking all of the fancy goodie stuffs. We are right now at 24/7 performance, where AST cage has been welded inside the chassis. Now, first about the chassis itself. Previously, when we unveiled the crashed car and when I said I'm going to rebuild a car to Anton, many people have said there is no way you can rebuild that. I know. What I meant is I'm going to build the same kind of car for Anton as he had before we had an incident. And this involved that we needed definitely different chassis. Now, of course, we had multiple options. We could have gone full Matt Armstrong, get another crashed car or slightly dented car with a complete chassis and then rebuild that. But in this case, I believe he needs to have proper new car, and also due to our applications, it makes sense to start from zero. So in this case, we actually have a brand new chassis that you can order from BMW, because this is actually a delivery sheet from BMW. So in case you want to order one yourself, the part number is 410096299790. In this case, you get a chassis with a VIN number. We could have gone full Polish spec because it's already Polish built and taken the VIN number from the other crash chassis and put it on and pretend like nothing happened. But in this case, we have a brand new VIN number, so we're going to have literally a brand new car. This also means you can actually get a chassis without the VIN number. And you can also get a chassis from a GT4 or a GT3 car. And the option was there on the table, but since he wants to preserve some streetability, we went with that. The other reason, GT4 chassis cost over €30,000, the chassis alone, whereas this is roughly 1/3 of the price. So, the chassis is here, it arrived in a primer, and as you can see, and as mentioned, it has AST cage inside. We had the AST roll bar installed in the car that we had an incident with, and I believe it definitely contributed to saving our lives. So therefore, in this case, we decided to, you know what, since this build will be significantly faster, and also for the fact that it will be a competition car use, we need a full cage, and let's go with AST. So we had AST cage, it arrives to you in a box. You can do a full specification actually yourself. You can go for a different style sidebars. You can go for NASCAR side bars, or for the doors, for drift specifications, etc. There's lots of options, and also the option to put the cage towards the front towers, which it has. It sits also very close to the chassis itself to utilize most of the space that you have as a driver, and also contributes to the rigidity of everything. But fantastic work. It just needed to be welded, and this is what 24/7 Performance has done. So we will get soon our FIA certificate with that as well. And that's all there is to it. Right now the car will be picked up in the next couple of days by Anton, and it will go again also to Poland to be painted first. I don't know which color it will get, probably simple white, because the car will be wrapped anyway for the exterior, and for the interior I think simple white is traditionally BMW Motorsport anyway. I guess that's all there is to say about the chassis, so now back to the van full of parts and to tell you about our next steps. I hope nothing is gonna fall out from behind. Ooh, shiny stuff. Some additional overview. So we have here the under tray, we have the full subframe because that was dead as well, and massive
bumper.
Oh, that's a bumper.
Yeah.
But why do you have it? Because we have a full carbon fiber stuff.
Oh, but this is gonna be plastic, cheaper, and it's gonna be replaced quite often, I assume.
You see, we're building it already with having in mind that things might go wrong. As mentioned, already gave it away, the car will be getting a full carbon fiber body kit, white body, with some extra bits, with some aero, etc., brakes, you name it. That is for the next time. For now, we really wanted to get this video out of the way because people have been, for a very good reason, asking like, hey Misha, what's up with this M4 that you said you're gonna rebuild? Well, everything's work in progress. We had to wait quite some time for a brand new chassis, for all these parts to arrive, and a lot more to come. But now the plan is, this is going to Poland, because you are from Poland, so no jokes about it's cheaper to rebuild the car in Poland. It is!
It is.
But in this case, there's actual reason behind it, aside from the fact that while you rebuild it, you can actually eat fantastic pierogi and a lot more stuff. Jokes aside, all the parts are going to Poland, to the workshop there, to be assembled, disassembled, checked how this and what's what, put together, and I think that's kind of it. Next video is going to be update of I don't know what. Maybe I will fly out to Poland to see the new chassis.
And eat some food.
And eat some food, definitely. I know the Vulcan Alpha team is dying to eat some Polish food. Our trip to Old Trace was like the best trip ever, so we cannot wait already next year too. After showing the wrecked car at Old Trace, next year we want to show the actual rebuilt car and a couple of more project cars, maybe. Anyway, we start to talk a bit sidetracked. Stay tuned for upcoming updates. The plan is definitely to have the car running for next year.
Yeah,
you're gonna run, what's it called, the Time Attack Championship?
Yeah, it's Track Masters.
Track Masters in Poland.
Not
Maybe
only Poland,
not only in
tracks,
Poland.
yeah.
A couple of other, for us just in Poland because we go there for food. So and a couple of more tracks. We will be here as well, and who knows what else. So subscribe, like and share. Thank you again Car Vertical for sponsoring this video, and on to many other updates. I'm looking forward to see this Lego being assembled. So yeah, see you then. What you didn't know is that the van didn't come empty here. It came full of Polish goodiness. Darczynski, if you want to sponsor next video, hit us up, because it's an expensive rebuild. We'll film for food as well.